that you also wrote articles for Ms. in the Biz. I've actually talked to several actors who have written articles for that. And one of your articles was featured in the book that came out, the Thriving in Hollywood book.
Yeah!
So, which article was that?
The one they chose for me was, let's see, 10 tips they don't teach you. So different tips that have worked that you may not be completely intrinsic. Are you going to find the book?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, okay. I think it's in the bedroom, maybe.
We have a bedroom?
We do. It was, yeah, we just had the launch party for that book. Helena Santos-Levy created that site, and it's been such an amazing community of women in the creative arts, and that's just supportive and so much great insight from anything. I mean, not just acting. I mean, writers, directors, everything. And it's gotten some amazing reviews and great panels, and I'm just really honored to be a part of it. And it was over the moon to be chosen for. Oh, yeah, thank you, honey. Here's a book.
Yeah. Yep, there it is. You can get it on Amazon and probably anywhere books are sold. So.
True. It's coming to you. So that was pretty cool. Published author this year. Yay.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I really must hate free time moments of realizing, like, oh gosh, I do that too.
And there's probably enough content on the site now that multiple books will be coming out, I would assume.
Yeah, she could have quite a catalog at this point because it's daily, something new coming out all the time. So it's impressive.
Well, I read something the other day. This is it was a survey, and people said overwhelmingly that the sexiest accent was a British accent.
Oh.
And I know that you lived in London for a while, and I know that both of you have the ability to do a British accent, so I'm kind of curious who does a better one.
Oh, yeah, I'd probably do a little bit better one. Yeah. Charlie, I saw him do a play with one, and he's pretty solid.
Yeah, I did a play, but...
You did what? A good one?
Why don't you read some of your Ms. in the Biz?
Oh, I don't need to read. I can just stop talking, and if I need
to. Read about you.
Read my bio. No, I'm not going to read it. But I think it's just because my dad always did voices when I was little, and moving around, you hear how people sound a little bit different a lot, so I picked that up. But British and Irish and various forms of British, there's lots of different types. Probably and various American accents, the Southern and Northern and all different things, were sort of my go-to bag, for characters. But yeah, it's fun. I do it today for a video. So
really?
Super secret video.
Super secret one that
I'm gonna have to hear Charlie's British accent too. So.
Oh, come on, you can do it.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Plug hindsight using your British accent.
We work on this sometimes. Every now and then you have to do an accent.
All right. This book is a compilation of some of the key articles from the first year of the site.
That sounds an awful lot like Texas.
Whether you are brand new. That's it?
No.
Oh, I don't know. I'm terrible. This is why I don't work that much.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Are you shy?
Yes.
All right. I won't push you.
Okay.
Accent.
It's not rubbish.
It's absolutely rubbish. It's not sexy. It literally, so English is very sexy, but then what I do for an English accent is like, oh God, everybody goes, oh no, that's, no.
Oh no.
There's the door. That's what happens.
Well, I know that you can do magic. So, how did you get started doing that?
How did I get started doing magic? Well,
was that something you picked up as a kid, or?
I can't. I'm not quite sure.
Oh, magic.
I'm not quite sure where it started. I will say that whenever I was a kid, my mom, about 2 blocks over, there was this magic shop by this little old man, and his name was Elbee, E-L-B-E-E, I think.
That's such a Texas name.
In downtown San Antonio. And I really can't remember the name of his magic shop, but he was a fantastic little guy. My mom talked about how he was like, she always called him Yoda. He was like 5 feet, and, really big, cute old man ears. And he was just the sweetest guy. Anyway, I would just wander into his shop well, at some point, I took a liking, and he would show me tricks and tell me
This is
stories.
like the beginning of a never-ending story or something.
You never heard it.
Falling into the old man's shop. That's like he gives you the magic box,
And he
then you
tells
go
me
into another
stories,
world.
and I go deeper into his magic, and I never make it.
Behind the cupboard and things like that.
But anyway, I think it was just part of the showman, like, the very first job I ever wanted as a kid was, my parents took me, as soon as SeaWorld opened in San Antonio in, like, the mid-'80s, my parents took me to SeaWorld, like, opening weekend or something like that, and I was so just, wow, you know, at the trainers that they could make the dolphins do. So
Yeah.
when we left, I went to the gift shop and I got like a sea lion or something, like a stuffed sea lion. And I remember that night I put on my red thermals, like tight red thermals, and I came down the stairs with the stuffed sea lion, and I had a belt tied around its neck, and I was just
dangerous.
yanking it around behind me like a dog on a leash. And I was like, I'm gonna be a SeaWorld trainer. It's like that was the first thing I ever wanted to do. I just
Followed by
well, you know, they go hand in hand. So yeah, I basically wanted to perform with animals whenever I was a kid, and then it turned to performing. I think magic, telling stories and illusions, and even today I love watching illusions. I don't ever want to know how they're done because I just love to just get lost in
we go
them.
to the Magic Castle like once a year and just have a good time with all the magicians there.
Yeah.
Which if you're in LA, definitely try to do it. It's such a cool place. It's an old castle-looking place that you have to get an invite to go to, but you can usually find one. And there's world-famous magicians that perform there, and it's formal attire only, and it's amazing.
I need to see more magic, though, so if anybody can recommend any good magic shows, please tweet me, because I would love to see some more. So,
well, can you do any magic, like right now? Can you demonstrate any kind of magic?
Sleight of hand? Do you have anything small? You have coins, right?
Sleight of hand? No, I don't.
You're doing some stuff.
I don't have it. You know, I can't. Two things I can't do: British accents and magic.
You can do both of those, just not on demand. But I've seen you do like, it's gone things. I didn't make it. You didn't. It's in my hand still. I'm not a magician.
You're not a magician.
I'm an elf. You're a magician.
Well, the cat's making the paper clips disappear, so.
He's amazing. That cat is just so cool.